Alright, 2023 Maryland Statute, Environmental Title 14, Gas Oil, Subtitle 5, Coastal Facility Review Act, Definition, Section 14501, Definitions. In a simple of the following words of the means indicate with the coastal area of the means over the land, water, laying with around with the Annie, Edgegrove, Joel, Baltimore, Calvert, Caroline, Cecil, Charles, Doctress, Hartford, Kent, Prince of George Counties, Queen Anne, St. Mary, Simonson, Talbot, Wilmacombe, Worcester counties and Chesapeake Bay lying seaward of the state of the territorial jurisdiction. Construction means with the cleaning, with the grading, with the excavation, with the building, with the other action, with the effect of the natural environment over the coast area, with the commencement of the activity that does not include any of the activity's sole purpose of securing biological, geological data, any other data with the economical, environmental analysis department, with the Department of Environmental Facility, meaning with the pipeline carrying crude oil, with the natural gas ashore, with the offshore sources, to intermediate production for the terminal refinery with the design and process with less than 10,000 barrels of the crude oil per calendar day. Any crude oil storage facility whose total designated capacity is less than 100,000 barrels, which will occupy with at least 50 acres, with which average a curve with the route with at least 10,000 barrels per calendar day. For any facility processing, transmission, storage with a natural gas total design capacity of at least 1 billion cubic feet with a gas storage of 200 million cubic feet with a process operation base which would include the port and harbor facility that occupies at least 25 acres. 3 designs constructively operated with its summary with the torch handling, transport of the supply with whose next to final destination for the oil and the gas exploration, development, and production related to operation conducted with the territorial sea, Union Zone and high sea area with the G6 with the fabrication yard with which assembly with the operation, construction, preparation of the petroleum drilling rig jackets for platforms, wellhead installation, final destination installation, operation with the territorial sea with the continuous zone, high sea areas, governmental agency, meaning with the government of the United States, state of the Maryland, any other state with their political subdivision units for the instrumental thereof of the interstate units. PG, with the person included with the corporations, company with the association, firms, partnerships, joint stock companies, as well as with individual governmental agencies, and secretary means secretary with environment. Section 14502, legislative finding with the intent with the citation of the subtitle of the Maryland coast area with the board with the Atlantic Ocean with the Chesapeake Bay with the is rich with the variety with the natural, commercial, recreational, with the industrial, with the aesthetic, the resource with the resources possessed with the greater immediate as well with the potential failure state with the nation as a whole have with the coastal area with the fish and shellfish with the living, the marine resource with the wildlife contained with the ecological fragile with the concept with the unique with the very placeable, the natural aesthetic resource with the greater economic value with the extraction of the mineral resource with the fossil fuel with the Baltimore with the canyon thorough elsewhere may create with the immediate increase with the competing of the demands of the lands of oil with the trade with the coastal area with the interest of the state with the nation requiring with the method of the resolve of the competitions of the land demands which would give it a higher priority to with the natural system of the coastal with the promote with the public health and self welfare. C. Certain facilities associated with the extraction and refining of the mineral over the fossil fuel with the resource with the adversely affect with the state with the interest of the located with the coastal area without with the adequate planning of the impact with the sufficient safeguards of the state, therefore requires a system of the assessing economic official source of the cultural of the environmental impacts associated with the establishment of such facilities, lack of a proper assessment and make up of the irreparable damage and integrity of the coastal area of these facilities established in the coastal area. Meeting the energy requirement of the state of the nation of the planning with the property for the development of the coastal area with the inoperative of the end of the state with the development and coastal zone with the management plan with the proposed with the Federal Zone Coastal Zone Management Act of 1972, which recommended permissible lands with the water with the coastal zone with the in which was provided adequate consideration natural interest of the sitting of the zone facility necessary to meet with the requirements of the other local nature of the width further the provide with the method of showing with the local with the land and water with the regulation coastal zones do not with the rezone reasonable to restrict exclude land water whose regional benefit that state with the interest of the parties include all states from the governmental, county governmental, with the federal government, business industry, with the public at large, of the participate in planning, even the Maryland's coast, of the area, with the completion of the plans, enable the Maryland to properly develop and protect the coastal areas. Without adequate plan with established with a certain oil-related facility with the coastal area have an immediate impact with the environmental, economic, official, with the social, with the cultural well-being, with the people, the presiding of the area where the facilities are established. Therefore, the local concern shall be reflective of the making the decision location. The facilities at the end of the county government shall be actively involved with the planning of the coastal area with the extent of the oil-related facilities. Contemplate with the effect of the environmental, economic, social, and cultural effect of the end of the board for the particular subdivision, in addition with involved with the particular expense for the state fund for the extent so for the tax revenues with the drive of the facility state with the interest for the natural interest becoming the factor within consideration of the oil rail Related facilities shall be located after the national public interest for the securing of the adequate facility for the production of energy reasonable for the requiring of the state and local government properly within expeditiously assess the impact of the facility for determining after the earliest practicable time for the grant necessary state and local authorization. Foregoing subsection constitute with the finding of the intent of the General Assembly and enacting the provisions for the comprehensive state of the review of the permitting establishment of certain facility of the Maryland coastal area, and that the end subtitle may be cited with the Coastal Facility Review Act. Or Section 14503 permit for the construction facility required with exemption, but the facility has begun in extension prior to July 1st, 1975 rules and regulation. A. The person may not construct for the construction for the facility for the coastal area unless he reversed over the name of the permit pursuant with the subtitle of the how with the facility of the well with on-site with the construction excluded. Site preparation has illegally begun prior to the July 1st, 1975 except with the vision subtitle of the Secretary after receiving the advisory comments for the Secretary of the Natural Resources of the Business and Economic Development and Transportation. Secretary of the Department of Planning may adopt the rules, regulation, and implement for the provisions of the subtitle. Section 14504, permit for the construction facility application, generally information accompanying with the application fee for the cooperation with the state union for the department. Any purpose proposing as a construction of the facility for the coastal area with the application for the department of the secretary prescribed with the application accompanied with the information the secretary requires shall include with the following information: pedagogic description specifying with the plan for the construction and purpose for the use, the location, cost, and size of the method for the construction schedule for the operation procedure, to a list of license permits and other approval required for the government unit, with all information necessary for the required for the application state with the only units for the department for any of the other permit and limit licenses approved required for the connection with the facility, for the detailed information as needed with the facility facts for the concerning alternatively site location as may be requested by the department. B. The department shall establish a reasonable fee and schedule for the reimbursement for the department of the cost of filing with the process for the applicable required with the subtitle. The fee shall include the least cost of the statement required with the statute 14506 with the subtitle payable to advance the required state expenditure for the and C. With all the unit of the department and state shall, with the fullest extent possible, to cooperate with the person pursuing to construct the facility coastal area with applying with the person information assistance as he may request. Section 14505, permit with construction facility effective with the application action taken thereon, notwithstanding the contrary provision for the article of the application permit required for the subtitle shall be considered for the application for all the other permanent license required for the article for the facility with the action taken for the secretary of the application shall deem to take an action on all the permits and licenses included with the wetland licenses. Section 14506, the permits construction facility with the impact statement that required for the adversely comments for the certain state of the Department of County action prerequisite for the processing application section. A. Upon filing of the application, deciding whether or not to grant the permit, the state with the economic, official, environmental impact with the proposed facility that shall be prepared one or more of the appropriate parties select for the Secretary of the receive of the adverse comments for the Secretary of the Natural Resources, Commerce, Transportation. Secretary of Planning statement shall be prepared filed within 6 months of the selection of the appropriate party of the parties of the statement that within written background and supporting material that shall be available to the public at the time following statement extended with the Secretary up to but no more than an additional 12 months for the good cause of the statement and shall include but not limited to the following existing economic environmental condition project site of the immediate area. 2. Project description should be constructed with the manner construction schedule for the method for the construction, complete description of proposed facility included at least anticipated site and eventual effluent load and production level. 4. The assessment of the probable economical, physical, and environmental impact with the projection of the natural environmental the project site coastal area with the immediate area with the recommendation minimize the adversely economical, physical, environmental impact. 6. The evaluation needs to facilitate relative to the manner of the other possible sites. 7. In the case of the refinery description manual for the transportation feedstock with the product of the crude oil. C. The application shall not be proposed further than no shall be analyzed required with the undertaking of the county government whether the facility is proposed located with whether in the pipeline with the terminated with the certified G with the Department of Local Land Use Classification, including the zone of the special exemption variance of the conditional use necessary to location and operational proposed facility has been will be granted the county government has discretion state with a certification such for the department will consider to continue shall be the state with the analysis completed only in event that maybe the application process analysts the prepared set forth under the subtitle. Or Section 14507, the purpose of the construction facility with the prerequisite further application secretary public hearing the required information to be made available to the public in notice of the hearing. A. Further action may be taken with the Secretary under the subtitle of the completion of the statement that required with the Section 14506 of the subtitle may be available to the public of the county government whether the proposed facility will be located with the certified with the department and necessary to local approval that has been issued responsible to expect with the extent 2. For the commencement of the construction. B. Within no more than 60 days of the statement of the complete of the department shall hold at least one public hearing with the county of the facility of the permit with the situated with the solicitor with the view of the public of the permit application. Per the public hearing over the department shall be the state with available the public in addition with any of the comments on state with the permit with the department, state with the department, pro the permit to the issue with any of the state agency applications. Any conditions of the proposed with the department prior to the grant permitting any other permitting information should be made available to the public prior to the hearing. See if the department shall give the notice of public hearing further statement appropriate in state and local government units as well as the publishing in a newspaper, the statewide circulations newspaper published in or general circulation in affected county. Section 14508, permit construction facility with the grant consolidated additional grant with a denial permit, periodic inspection termination compliant with the terms of the permit. Within 90 days following the completion of the public hearing within Section 14507, the subtitle of the affidavit with the versely comments of the recommendation secretary of the National Resource for the comments for the transportation secretary of the planning. Secretary shall decide whether the grant conditionally with the denial of the permit with the secretary decision with the writing of the basis of the economic environmental statement of the public hearing with the record with the determination that the application shall be satisfactory with the facility one conform with all the means for the applicable the air, water, noise, and the solid waste law with the states for the determined with the certified in writing an appropriate state human the jurisdiction over these laws. Confers to conform with the adopted brief of the county and local land use for the planning of the official county and local comprehensive for the zoning map of the 3 of the conforms of the state of the development plan and such for the plan was lawfully approved and adopted. 4 would have no adversely effect upon the natural environment of the area and scenic natural beauty and replaced by the natural resource upon historic sites. 5. Would not be located with the construction as a material adversely affect the public safety and health of the welfare, would not be potential imminent burden on the water supply side of the region. 7. Would not contribute to the extent and level of the undue environmental degradation reason for the exhaustion. Conform with the Coastal Zone Management Program developed by the state of the Maryland pursuant to the Federal Coast Zone Management Act of 1972, but would have no adverse effect for the critical areas identified with the designated pursuant to Section 56101 with the state financial procurement article, Title 1, Subtitle 4, Title 3 of the land use article that would not impose directly and indirectly of the substantial burden of the existing state, regional, county public facility with the beyond with the irrespective capacity for the new public facilities necessary. Either one would not be completed in the time to serve the facility. 2 would inadequately serve the facility with the causing overloading of the public facilities. 11 evidence fewer undesirable environmental, economic, physical, with the other consequence, specifically with the general proposed location on such specific general locations. B1, Secretary shall adopt regulation provide subsection 2 with the procedural regulations adopted under the subsection shall 1 provide notice for the interests of person with the decision issued with the denied permit. 2 for the permit shall file a petition with the judicial review in accordance with provision section 5204 of this article. The department shall periodically inspect the application show that the inspection will determine if the terms of the granted permit are being met. Section 14509, Permit Construction Facility Judicial Review Action of the Application. As a request of the judicial review, the secretary action application shall be made within 30 days after the decision shall have them ready for the proceeding of the file with the circuit court of the county or the head of the jurisdiction which of the facility of the part is situated with the request for the judicial review made only with the aggrieved party by properly designated official for the county with the government proposed facility located with the Department of Planning with the pursuant Section 511 of the State Financial Procurement Article within order to expedite judicial review in court state either the tribal or appellated level that was described with the jurisdiction or over a legal challenge of secretary action. An application shall give the highest priority to such proceeding and scheduling appropriate hearings and trial for the respective court's deliberations. Section 14510, Violation, Injunctions, and Penalties. Any person who violates a provision subtitle may be enjoined with a completed enjoined by a court completion jurisdiction upon the application of the department acting with the Attorney General, and a person who violates a provision subtitle and regulation permit order issued thereunder is liable to a penalty not exceeding $10,000 as well, being subject to be adjoined a provision providing subsection A of the section with a monetary penalty provided with the recovered of the civil action by the department through the Attorney General. Section 14511, Construction Subtitle. This subtitle shall be deliberately constricted, effectuated with the intent of the purpose of be nothing, and the subtitle may be to construct for the deregulation of the part state laws existing July 1st, 1975 should be regarded supplemental in addition to the powers conferred in the other laws. Alright, so we're looking at Subtitle 5, Coastal Facility Reviews of Title 14 Gas Oil Act of Maryland.